Welcome to hell. Sorry, I meant Venus. Welcome to Venus. Some say it's Earth's twin, but this world is nothing like our home, and you're about to experience this scorching landscape firsthand. Your mission is to spend 5 seconds on this hellish planet, and believe me, those will be the longest 5 seconds. Venus is the second planet from the Sun, our closest neighbor at its closest approach. Venus is a mere 40 million kilometers away from us after only 4 months in space. You'll finally get up close and personal with this beautiful but deadly planet from 4.5 billion years ago. Venus and Earth formed in the same corner of our solar system. This space rock is nearly the same size as Earth, and its gravity is also similar. But unlike our home, the surface conditions on Venus are extreme. We know this because we sent probes to this scorching world. Some probes orbited, some made flybys, and some even landed on the surface of Venus, but they didn't last long. What happened to them? That's what you're about to find out. Time to descend to the surface. Aren't these clouds beautiful? Well, don't inhale them. Those yellowish streaks across the sky are sulfuric acid clouds. If you could smell them, you'd catch a whiff of rotten eggs. But to do that, you'd need to take off your helmet, and I definitely don't recommend that. We're at an altitude of 50 kilometers above the surface. Visibility is poor, you can hardly see anything. The incredibly dense atmosphere would block views of this planet and its tens of thousands of volcanoes. The atmosphere is mainly composed of carbon dioxide, and because it's so thick, it traps heat on the planet's surface, keeping it toasty warm. How warm are we talking? You'll find out the hard way as you descend another 15 kilometers. The mist begins to dissipate. The world below finally reveals itself, a rust-colored surface covered with mountains and volcanoes. It looks like this volcano is still active. Would you fly a bit to collect some samples and enjoy the view? Yes, the atmosphere is mostly carbon dioxide with traces of nitrogen. That checks out. Okay, well, let's see if you can land here. This seems to be the mission control center. I'm ready to land the mission control. Looks like there's no signal. Initiating unauthorized landing sequence. Fingers crossed. Landing your spacecraft would kick up dust clouds that would take several minutes to settle in the soaked atmosphere. As it clears, you'd look up at the sky, but you wouldn't find the familiar yellow circle of the sun. On Venus, it always seems to be dawn, no matter the time of day. That's because the Venusian atmosphere allows only about 10% of the sunlight that reaches it to hit the surface. But wait, what were we saying earlier about the spacecraft that landed on Venus? Yes, Venera 13. This Soviet probe made its fateful landing in the year of its discovery. It survived the descent and lasted an impressive 127 minutes. That's more than any other spacecraft that reached the surface. But then Venera 3 succumbed to the violent and unwelcoming environment of this inferno. It was likely crushed under extreme pressure or melted. But it's too late to change now. You survived the O1 Guru landing. 5 seconds outside is very close. If you like this video, enjoy this video and share with your friends. Subscribe now. See you next time. Thank you.